Okay, so we're really getting somewhere now. We can improve our triangle block in the same way. So here's my little triangle block. I'm going to redefine the triangle block just the same way I did the squares. So I've got a block called triangle, and I'm going to pass a number input into that as well. I'm going to call that size as well, and say OK. So here's our little triangle block, and again the size variable is what I wanted to use in there. Let's just check that our triangle block works. I want a triangle of size 200. Brilliant, so that seems to work. I ought to test it with another value just to make sure it does actually change. Excellent. So I've now got triangles, I've got squares, and from a progression after a three-sided, four-sided figure is a square, well, what I ought to do is create the next block up, which is obviously a five-sided square. Well, it's not called a square, is it? Five-sided shape is obviously called a pentagon. So if you think of my code here, it's going to look very similar again, but we're going to go 5 times around the loop. And if you know how to do your pentagons, what angle you want in here, I think it's 72 degrees, we'll find out when we do it in a minute. And obviously I need another block here, more blocks. I need to create a pentagon block. That's a 5-sided shape, and again I'm going to, don't want to do that, got too many then, start again, pentagon, add the number input, I want to call it size again, I misspelt it then. And I've now got a pentagon block, so let's see if our pentagon block works. Do this as size, say 60, and there's our pentagon. Excellent. So what we've got here now are 3 shapes being drawn using the features of the loop to repeat, because that reduces the amount of code we've got to type, and it's clear for efficiency. We've defined our own 3 blocks, triangle, square and pentagon, and for each of them, when we call the block, we can pass in a number, into the block, and whatever value we put in here when we call the block goes into the variable size, and the variable size is used within the program, and obviously whatever it is appears then in the move statement, which determines the length of each side.